Welcome to the second part of the Class B pre-trip. Now let's take a look back at what we have learned from the driver's side one. My reflective tape is mounted and secure, not damaged. Covers 50% of my bus too. My stop arm is mounted and secure, not damaged 3. My turning signal is mounted and secure, no crack or damage, and amber in color 4. My windows are mounted and secure, no crack or damage, clear 5. My 3 side clearance lights are mounted and secure, not damaged. What we should look for under our vehicle. 1. My frame is properly mounted and secure. No crack or damage or rust 2. My drive shaft has no cracks or damage and is properly mounted and secure 3. My exhaust is properly mounted and secure. And if there was damage, I would listen for a hissing sound. Now, ladies, take a look at our rear tires. What to say? 1. My tire depth is no more than 4/32 seconds, and there are no recap or recover, and they are properly mounted and secure. And this is no debris in my bud spacing 2. My rim has no illegal welds and no cracks, and is properly mounted and secure 3. My lug nuts are properly mounted and secure, and there are no silver shaving to indicate looseness or rust 4. My hub oil seal is properly mounted and secure, and there are no missing nuts, and there is no leaking 5. This is my air hose, and I check the air pressure here, and I would use a air gauge to check the air pressure or the tire. Now let's take a look at what we have learned from the back tires one. My tire depth is mounted and secure, no more than 4/32 seconds of tread depth, no recap or regov, no debris in my bud spacing 2. My rim is mounted and secure, no crack or damage, no illegal welds 3. My lug nuts are mounted and secure, not damaged, no silver shaving to indicate rust or loans 4. My hub oil is mounted and secure, no crack or damage, no leaking 5. My air pressure valve is mounted and secure, not damaged. I check my tire pressure here. This is what our rear suspension looks like. What should we know about this section of the bus? 1. My shocks are mounted and secure, no crack or damage 2. My leaf spring and mount is properly mounted and secure, no crack or damage 3. My U-bolt is properly mounted and secure, and no crack or damage 4. My airbag is properly mounted and secure, and no cut or leaking. This is our rear brake system. What should we look for? 1. My brake chamber is not cracked or broken and secured with a clamp and not leaking 2. My brake hoses and wires are not damaged and secure, and are not cut or leaking 3. My slack adjuster is properly mounted and secure and not damaged, and has no more than 1 inch of slack 4. My drum and rotor disc are properly mounted and secure and not damaged, and not leaking grease or oil. Now let's take a look at the rear of the vehicle. What to say? 1. My 3 clearance lights are mounted and secure, no damage 2. My 8-way lights are no mounted and secure, no damage 3. My reflective tape are properly mounted and secure, and no damage 4. My door is properly mounted and secure and no damage, and my door opens and closes 5. My plates are mounted and secure, no damage, and is up to date. Fuel tank located on left side of the bus one. My diesel tank is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. My fuel cap opens and closes. There is no missing chain or rubber or leaking diesel. Left side of vehicle located on left side of the bus one. My diesel tank is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. My fuel cap opens and closes. There is no missing chain or rubber 2. My DEF is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. My cap opens and closes and is not leaking. This is your entrance door located on the left side of the bus one. My door is properly mounted and secure and not damaged, and no missing rubber 2. My steps is properly mounted and secure and not damaged, and no missing rubber 3. My door handles is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. Now let's take a look at our emergency equipment one. My fire extinguisher mounted and secure, no crack or damage pin in place, needle in the green, up to date 2. My body fluid kit is mounted and secure, no crack or damage pin in place 3. My first aid mounted and secure no crack or damage pin in place 4. My 3 reflective triangles mounted and secure no crack or damage. When talking about the seats, touch the seats and demonstrate they are secure, and say these are my rear seats located inside of the bus 1. All my rear seats are mounted and secure, not damaged, and no missing bolts. This is your roof emergency exits 1. I have 2 roof exits are properly mounted and secure and not damaged. And it opens and closes. And I would check the other one the same way. You will have to demonstrate how to use it. Window emergency exits located inside the bus. I have 4 emergency window exits. They are mounted and secure and not damaged. Opens and closes, and I would check the rest of the windows the same way. What should we say for our back door emergency exit 1? My back door is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. Opens and closes. Driver's seat located inside of the bus 1. My driver's seat is properly mounted and secure and not damaged. My seat belt latches on and off too. All my mirrors are mounted and secure and not damaged and adjusted to me and clear. You will have to speak about your gauges, and you will say 1. These are my 2 air pressure gauges. They are working properly, and the governor cutoff is at 125 psi or 120 psi too. This is my voltmeter, and it should be between 12 and 14.3. This is my fuel gauge, and it is in working condition 4. This is my speedometer, and it is in working condition 5. This is my RPM meter. It is in working condition 6. This is my water gauge, and it should between 100 to 200 Fred 7. My oil meter is properly working, and it should be between 80 to 108. My trans gauge is working properly, and it should be between 100 and 200. Driver buttons are located inside of the bus 1. This part of the pre-trip, you name all the buttons and make sure they all work. This is the most important takeaway that everyone has to remember. What will we do next? This is everything we need to know to keep us safe while operating the bus. Now let's look at what the DMV would like from us. In our next video, thank you for listening.